Hello, my dear Aquarius. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. I will be doing your reading today for August 2019, particularly mid-August 2019, right after the Lion's Gate closes. So we'll be working on situationship slash relationship slash soulmate connection for this reading. This has to do with love, divine love, and reaching for the gateway into the infinite when it comes to a loved one and yourself. Okay. I'll be working with a deck from 1967, Brown Company, a new fantastic deck, and we'll be doing a pre-shuffle for you really quick. Yeah. So it seems like you're going to initiate some sort of new passionate beginning, or perhaps a new commitment when it comes to judgment, when it comes to reviving something from the past. And this will be a lucky beginning for you. There's going to be a great deal of expansion when it comes to this new beginning, and a great ability for pulling in all the lucky forces of the universe to make something happen. This expansion will increase the amount of passion in one side of the relationship. This person will be gifted with a great deal of fire in the connection, and they will initiate judgment in the situation. Okay, so perhaps there was a situation that died recently, especially with last month's eclipse season and the retrograde, and perhaps a new beginning is starting, especially when it comes to you and the opportunity with the Lover's card to choose between two people, perhaps two different roads. Yeah, but judgment is certainly coming here. With the blue card, judgment is definitely coming in here. The horn is resounding, and some sort of lover's situation is going to come into play, okay, for you. Yeah, so I'll just keep these two as sort of totems or icons for the rest of the reading. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, Liamoro, or the Lovers, is here. Cupid is shooting down the arrow. A bit of Sagittarius in this card, as well as Gemini with the twins. And there you are. And you have options with one person who you may be committed with, and another person who is romantically sort of in the shadow. And there's a choice to be made, and something is being revived here with the archangel calling in judgment, and people are coming out of the woodwork. And there seems to be also a great deal of teamwork in this month for you, in which you are relying on your people around you to exact this judgment, as well as to provide you with offers of love. Okay, I will be working with this deck today, the Book of the Dead. It's a fantastic deck, one of my favorites. It shuffles really smooth, so it's nice action. We'll do another pre-shuffle for you. So what can we expect for Aquarius, August 2019, in the love life, with soulmate energy, soulmate connections, twin flames, twin souls, all of that. There's a choice to be made, and you may be working with the universe in order to balance out a number of options, perhaps two of them, in which an offer was made, and you're trying to conserve, in a way, your stability in this equation. You're trying to maintain a relationship, or perhaps hold on to your resources in a selfish way, but selfish in a righteous way, in order to preserve a sort of holding pattern that has been held and let loose. Okay, what I'm talking about is you've been waiting for some sort of passionate or some sort of heart's desire to come in, and it's come in for you already. Yeah, and someone has brought to you a type of offer of love. However, there are two different people, and both of them have come not in their power. So there are two options that you are dealing with, and both of them seem to be not exactly, acting in the highest good when it comes to their emotional content. Okay, so they may pose a way of romance, but at the same time, it's like they tend to conserve the emotional content in the relationship. Now you have to make a choice, Aquarius, a choice with the heart when it comes to these two options. And you're thinking, because you have a great deal of emotional content with one of the relationships, and you're sort of walking away from one of them in order to find your truth when it comes to what you need emotionally, what makes you happy. Because I think ultimately you need someone who not gives you emotional content, but a source of stability. The stability is like a slow moving but steady wins the race kind of stability. That's where you find your happiness in committed relationships that are friendly in nature, and they offer freedom and love, but are not entirely sort of fast. And that they don't rush into things. That's sort of what you're after this month. You're also about saving up resources on an emotional as well as on a financial or commitment sort of base resource. Time and energy sort of resources are also really important to you, not only emotions. And you're coming up with a new sort of truth, a truth that uses your intuition, is able to discern what doesn't serve you anymore, so that you can cut out any new beginnings that might not serve you. There might be a new beginning that you are about to embark upon, especially with the Two of Pentacles energy, and you're coming into this beginning. It's definitely there, but there is a lack of someone's going to reject this. Either you or this person who has an offer of love will have rejected it, but then you may be revisiting it. So there's a Judgment card. Seems like there was a falling out, and this falling out is leading to a type of reassessment and a revisit with old energies. Okay, somebody walked away, and then somebody is definitely regretting that them having walked away, and they're trying to start with a new beginning with you. But I think you're sort of standing in your truth, or perhaps there's a hidden truth behind the motives of this person, and that's why you're trying to figure out. The truth is still hidden. Yeah, the truth is still hidden, and you're going into a type of meditation in order to find out the truth. And there's also a possibility that this actual whole situation is karmic, as well as not divinely guided by fate. Perhaps on a deeper level it is, but you just can't see it right now. You can't see the light when it comes to this relationship, because somebody was hoarding time and energy and resources, and sort of perhaps too slow in the relationship, in the commitment, and that's what you wanted to cut out, this sort of energy of someone being tyrannical when it came to actual commitment. And yeah, let's see. You're also ready to cut out any, it's funny because it seems like you're also ready to battle any truth that comes out of the situation itself. You seem to be quite combative when it comes to communications in general, and you're on the defense. So it seems like the truth is going to be coming from within. Yes, definitely. Especially when it comes to your own sort of capacity to be your own cup, to be your own sort of provider for emotional content. So it seems like you might be single, even though there are options around you. Yeah, because you're not feeling very strong in your own sort of libido, as well as your own sort of ability to handle relationships or emotions at this time. Yeah, the last eclipse season did a number on you, in which you felt like you put in a lot of resources and had to cut something out, and there was death and transformation when it came to feeling left out in the cold, and then eventually coming out of the cold to make a choice about something faded. And somebody was like sort of in and out with their emotions, and this eventually led to you or someone having to deal with a lot of problems and emotion and heartache that came at the cost of you feeling even more weakened by the situation, or somebody felt like they were weakened, and eventually yeah, this led to essentially a secret treasure. Yeah, you have a vision of something in which you're laying it to rest, but the vision that you came up with, your heart's desire lies somewhere else. And this is a secret victory that you have. It's definitely a victory. Whatever happened here, whatever transpired is a victory for you, because you're done with the feeling, and you have your own new truth now. And especially you're coming into power in August, especially because there are cycles that have ended, and they ended rightfully, and you're coming into power. Yeah, this person might be coming back though in order to have some sort of like reversal of roles, but then it'll only create more heartbreak if you do let them back in, so be careful. You have to start your own new journey, especially with the Fool here. That's you going on a new journey, alone, single. Yeah. All right, fantastic. Well, it looks like this Judgment and this love situation is really intense. However, we're going to go ahead and move into the Mirror. So this is you and a particular significant other, whoever comes into mind. Whoever comes into mind for you. Okay, here you are. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, this is your person, and this is the mirror between you. All right, we're gonna need some clarification already. I'm gonna use the 1986 deck, Norbert Luscher. It's a nice deck. Clarification on the Page of Pentacles reverse. All these reversals I have to clarify because they go deep. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Need to know. All right. Here, Magician. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, the Fool is there. Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So on a soul level, when it comes to this relationship and your significant other, there are a number of factors about judgments being exacted this month, as well as Leamoroch, which is the two roads of love, the lovers. You've been making a choice, and you're trying to revive something from the past, and perhaps there's an echo in your present situation as well as an echo into the future, a sort of karmic cycle that is working itself out. Perhaps there are semblances in this relationship that have been enacted in the past or are being sort of echoed into the future. This is all about iteration. This is all about karma, okay? Yeah, so on a soul level, you have walked away from some sort of situation, okay? We have here the Eight of Cups. In order to find your Nine of Cups, you've been sort of thinking and meditating and figuring out where the crown of your emotions lies. And the funny thing about this card is that, yes, she is a dead skeleton, but on the top of her head, if you can see, there are a number of cups already there brimming with fullness, okay? Eights are usually about saving and like resources, but this person, that is you, on a soul level has walked away from emotional commitment within this relationship. It's very interesting. So you've gone into hermetitude in order to find this truth, or to see if like you were ready to make a choice within love, or perhaps even resurrect something from the past, okay? Now, also judgment talks about, actually judging. So this person, this dead skeleton person, that's you, is actually judging. They're thinking with their hand, to their mouth, sort of like scratching. They're thinking about where their ninth cup is, okay? That ninth cup is actually from you. And I think that's what you're going to learn about this month, on a soul level at least. Subconsciously, you have here the Seven of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is interesting in that there are many options here. And you can see here the guy with the sombrero is choosing a cup, and the cup around him, or around the area, is like covered with ivy, and there's a heart up top. Okay, so this has to do with your heart's desire and it being muddled, the vision of your heart's desire being muddled by a general cloud, or the vines that that creep up over the cup situation. Okay, so you're trying to make a choice, but the choice is very difficult, and perhaps you're making a choice, but even then there's something growing out of it. There's always this like this viney sort of vice around your what will make you essentially emotionally content. Okay, so this is what you're manifesting. You're manifesting options this month. You've already had enough of a past relationship. You stepped away from it because perhaps the water was toxic or stagnant, and then now you're trying to manifest options. Okay, here with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is your energy, all right? So this ability to save up your pentacles and put it in your purse in order to save for a rainy day sort of thing. So it's a bit of a conservative energy. This is someone who's wise, but then not wise in terms of years, but in terms of being studious and being sort of safe. The Page of Pentacles is not a very strong card, and especially if it's in reverse. Okay, so this talks about light commitments. It's about light commitments to the self, being friendly with others in order to see your options, okay? And I would say some of these options you have are the Three of Wands as well as the Ten of Pentacles. You're looking ultimately for a committed and stable sort of reliant lifestyle, okay? What's interesting about this deck is that it's a single person, and it's kind of like the Nine of Pentacles, singlehood, but ultimate sort of freedom through singlehood in a way. So perhaps now you're sort of either waiting for someone or waiting for your ships to come in here with the Three of Wands, waiting to be worshipped by some sort of sun-like, you know, sort of father figure or something. By consciousness, by happiness. You're ready for happiness here, and here you're actively sort of being happy because you've already got everything you need, sort of thing. I like the Nine of Pentacles, but on steroids, okay? Now, because you're saving up right now, I think you're headed more towards the path of Ten of Pentacles. You're done waiting in a way, which is a good thing. On their side, they have here the High Priestess. This has been coming up a lot with my readings. High Priestess on the opposite side of the mirror, where my Aquarians, you guys, usually have the High Priestess on the opposite side. Now, whenever this card comes up, I always look for the divine secret that the High Priestess is hiding from us. So we'll do this now. I don't want to shake the laptop too much or it might freeze, so I'm going to shuffle very, very lightly. Yep. 1, 2, 3. All right. This one also kind of. Okay. 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 So this person is thinking, and through their thinking, they have found a way to preserve and to observe and to be sort of crafty with the fox here. The fox is here in reverse, and the fox is between the house as well as the garden, okay? So there's a great deal of sneakiness when it comes to ideas of home and garden, of like true home. In a way, we have 4 and 2 as well, 4 and 20 here, as well as 14. So there's like a creative way of going about solid structures and dealing with teamwork and that, or perhaps twin flame sort of deal, like with the 2 there. So what I'm trying to say here is that it's very convoluted, but the high priestess here knows something, and what she knows has to deal with home and stability, as well as teamwork, as well as being crafty in a way. Perhaps using psychological profiling in order to affect some sort of mind game. Okay, so this is manipulation with the fox in reverse. Okay, so they probably have offered to you something of a sense of home. Perhaps when you looked into their eyes, they saw a sense of home or something. And psychologically, they were kind of messing with you with the high priestess energy, through reverse psychology, not saying something, but then actually suggesting it, and then having you to sort of pick up the breadcrumbs here with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So sad situation, considering this person is a bit manipulative with the High Priestess. Usually in the reverse, it's even worse. But yeah, she's definitely sort of suggestive on an intuitive level in your relationship, something extremely interesting. Okay. We also have here on the conscious level between you, this is the mirror. We have the King of Swords, and it's in reverse. Okay. If the King of Swords is in reverse, it talks about tyranny. Okay. So the communications between you and this person are very much intensely controlling, manipulative in a way, coercive, more like it. So they're coercing with you a type of choice, okay? So it's kind of like an ultimatum. In this relationship, I think people know. This person knows that you might be messing around with another person. All right, this is sort of your business. I'm not condoning cheating or third-party situations. But we have the Lovers here, all right? So it's like let's sort of be brass tacks about this, okay? You may be dealing with two people, one who is waiting for you and almost done waiting. The other is like offering you a sense of ultimate happiness when it comes to a fulfilled relationship, but then not so much. And because of these two, sort of like a flighty person and someone who is offering like an ultimate end all, like marriage and shit like that, but then like not really being upfront about it, meaning that they can't, you doubt both of these people sort of like staying in your life, having any holding power or staying power. You're sort of down and just save your own pentacle and come up with your own sort of Ten of Pentacles situation, right? Because like I said, again, this Ten of Pentacles is very much single, and alluring in a way, but not so much, I don't think, for you, because you're still making a choice, all right? Because communications have been somewhat forceful and warlike between you and this other person, or perhaps you and two other people. So it's been very difficult for you to center this month, or it might be, especially on the subconscious. This is all manifestation level here. We have the Seven of Cups. Like, again, you have a lot of options, maybe at least two of them when it comes to love. And this other person is like really flirtatious for one thing, excuse me, but also willing to play verbal tricks and do things in order to get a reaction out of you, okay? And subconsciously, you two are manifesting, okay? We have the Magician. We have the Magician here, and it's in reverse. So it's like the abuse of magical powers to manifest something in a way. So this might backfire on you. Okay, so this placement is very much interesting because it talks about this placement is subconscious and it's between you two. So you two are both subconsciously manifesting a type of dark magic, or perhaps a magic that shouldn't be used for the greater good. Perhaps you're going against the laws of the universe to attain something, and that is the Nine of Cups, true love, okay? And it's in reverse. So there might be a dynamic here in which what you guys are trying to manifest is a forced true love, okay? That means something that is coerced through magic, through love magic, some sort of false image of what love really is. At the same time, this can be actually true love, okay? It's just very hidden to you all. And you're trying to reverse that, but be careful of using love spells or dark magic, because it has a rubber band effect and karma will exact it. I think ultimately you should keep your options open when it comes to manifestation, because you might find somebody better than this Knight of Cups, okay? Who's just trying to contact you, but then they're so blocked with the High Priestess, okay? On a soul level, like I said, you've stepped away from an emotional commitment with the Eight of Cups. You've stepped away to find your own truth when it comes to what makes you feel fulfilled. You're looking for the Nine of Cups. Between you and this person, there is the Two of Pentacles. So that energy comes in again about trying to balance a committed relationship, trying to balance equal give and take. The same time, you just trying to balance within yourself and how you give to other people. Yeah. And you also have on their side the Three of Cups in reverse on the soul level. Okay. So they are extremely unhappy on the soul level. Their soul is crying because they don't have their Prince of Pentacles. It's sort of in reverse here. So that talks about there's sort of a mirroring here. Okay. So we have the Prince of Pentacles here, Page of Pentacles here on your conscious side. So this is that. And then you show up again here. And it's also in reverse. So let me pull those two together. They're the same exact card. Okay. Same exact card, different decks. And because there's a mirror here, they're missing you. I think you might have walked out on them. Yeah, especially with the Eight of Cups. You've walked out on them on the soul level. And this has created such a profound unhappiness for their soul level. And they want to reunite. You both want to reunite to create a balance between your pentacles and join two pentacles together. But at the same time, you're using coercive means with the universe to get a Nine of Cups, but that Nine of Cups may not be the real deal. There might not be true love between you two, even though the Lovers comes up, and as well as Judgment. There is a possibility, but it's deeply embedded, and you guys should refrain from using magic in order to make this happen. Let the universe take place. You know, like let the universe do its own magic when it comes to this. Okay. So you can't force love, and you can't force communication right now. What you can do on a soul level is do equal give and take because you really care about each other. If there already is an emotional commitment with the Three of Cups as well as the Eight of Cups, there's a lot of cups here. You might as well just use that emotional, intuitive, psychic ability that you have to connect on a soul level on the 5D in order to make and create a type of liberation for everything else to work out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's your reading. I really do appreciate it. I'm losing my voice. Thank you very much, Aquarius. Have a fantastic August. And please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.